behind the highlight reels and million-dollar contracts lies a darker side of the NBA. A world of controversies, mistakes, and moments that almost ended entire careers. From gambling and violence to personal breakdowns and social media disasters, some of basketball's biggest names have faced scandals so severe that their legacies nearly vanished overnight. This isn't just about bad press, buddy. It's about the fine line between fame and failure. These are the NBA scandals that nearly destroyed careers. The NBA sells itself as the dream: fame, success, and endless opportunity. But the same spotlight that makes stars can also expose their worst moments. Some players make one mistake and never recover. Others find redemption through humility and hard work. Each scandal tells a different story, of pride, pressure, or plain bad luck. But all serve as reminders that even the brightest stars can fall fast. Let's revisit 10 moments in NBA history when scandal almost destroyed everything. Gilbert Arenas, the locker room gun incident. December 2009. Washington Wizards locker room. Gilbert Arenas, one of the league's top scorers, pulls out a gun during an argument with teammate Javoris Crittenton over a gambling debt. It wasn't fired, but the damage was instant. The NBA suspended Arenas indefinitely and his reputation collapsed. He went from being one of the most popular players in the league, Agent Zero, to being remembered for one of the wildest off-court incidents in NBA history. Though he later owned up to his mistake, his career never fully recovered. Latrell Sprewell, the choking incident. In 1997, Latrell Sprewell attacked his own coach, P.J. Carlesimo, during a Warriors practice, choking him before teammates pulled him away. The league suspended him for a year without pay, one of the harshest punishments ever given. Before the incident, Sprewell was an all-star with immense potential. Afterward, his reputation was permanently tainted. Though he returned and played well for the Knicks and Timberwolves, the shadow of that day followed him for the rest of his career. Tim Donaghy, the referee betting scandal. No scandal shook the NBA's credibility more than the Tim Donaghy case. A referee caught betting on games he officiated, manipulating calls to influence point spreads. In 2007, Donaghy was sentenced to prison, and the NBA's integrity came under fire. For players and fans, the idea that games might have been fixed was unthinkable. Commissioner David Stern spent years repairing the league's image. Though Donaghy never played, his scandal nearly ruined the trust that makes basketball worth watching. Allen Iverson, the perception problem. Allen Iverson was one of the most influential players of his generation, but also one of the most misunderstood. His rebellious attitude, off-court lifestyle, and media clashes led to constant scrutiny. Early in his career, Iverson faced legal trouble over a bowling alley fight before he even played an NBA game. Later, his infamous practice rant became a symbol of defiance, overshadowing his passion for the game. Iverson never committed a major crime, but media perception nearly destroyed his career. It took years before fans truly appreciated the man behind the myth. Kobe Bryant, the 2003 Colorado case. In 2003, Kobe Bryant's legacy faced its darkest moment, a sexual assault accusation that shocked the world. Though charges were dropped and a civil settlement was reached, the scandal changed his public image forever. Sponsorships were lost, fans turned, and for years every success came with a shadow. But Kobe rebuilt, through work, humility, and consistency. He didn't erase the controversy, but he transcended it, reminding the world that growth and accountability can follow even the worst mistakes. Dennis Rodman, the chaos of fame. Few players have lived more wildly than Dennis Rodman. Eccentric, rebellious, unpredictable. Rodman's off-court behavior often overshadowed his defensive brilliance. From mid-season disappearances to controversial relationships and media stunts, he constantly tested the league's patience. But through all of it, Rodman remained authentic, flawed, but honest. His chaos nearly destroyed his career multiple times, yet somehow it also defined it. Rodman's story proves that not all redemption looks the same. Donald Sterling, the owner scandal that rocked the NBA. Sometimes the scandal isn't about a player at all. In 2014, Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling was caught on tape making racist remarks. The recordings went viral, players threatened to boycott, and the NBA moved fast, banning him for life and forcing the sale of the team. It was a defining moment in NBA history, one that showed the league's commitment to equality and the power of players' voices. The Clippers' success since then stands as a reminder that from scandal can come renewal. Ja Morant, the modern-era wake-up call. In recent years, Ja Morant's name became linked to controversy after multiple videos surfaced of him flashing firearms on social media. For a young superstar, it was a massive reality check. The league suspended him, sponsors pulled away, and fans began questioning his maturity. But Morant's story isn't finished. He's young, talented, and capable of turning it around, if he learns from the mistakes that nearly cost him everything. It's a modern reminder that in the age of social media, one mistake can define you or motivate you to evolve. Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, The Malice at the Palace. November 19, 2004, Pacers versus Pistons. A brawl breaks out between players and fans, one of the ugliest moments in sports history. Ron Artest was at the center of it, running into the stands and throwing punches. He was suspended for the rest of the season, like 86 games, losing millions in salary. The Malice at the Palace became infamous, painting Artest as uncontrollable. But years later, Artest found peace, changed his name to Meta World Peace, and became an advocate for mental health. It was a redemption few thought possible. Karl Malone, the forgotten controversy. While Karl Malone is remembered as one of the greatest power forwards ever, his past includes one of the most disturbing NBA controversies. Reports revealed that as a teenager, he fathered a child with a 13-year-old girl, a story that resurfaced years after his retirement. It's a reminder that not all scandals fade away, and that legacies can be permanently complicated by the truth. The NBA never officially punished Malone, but fans' perception of him changed forever. DeMarcus Cousins and the battle against a broken narrative. Cousins didn't face one major scandal, he faced 1,000 small ones. Ejections, fights, technical fouls, locker room issues, and an aggressive reputation that overshadowed his talent. Many teams viewed him as a risk. Media narratives portrayed him as uncoachable. His reputation damaged his contract value, his opportunities, and his public image. Yet Cousins still fought to return, refusing to let perception destroy his path. The social media scandals that trap modern players. Today's NBA players live in a world where one tweet, one video, or one private message can erupt into a scandal overnight. A slip of judgment can go viral instantly. Careers can be jeopardized before a player even steps on the court. Modern scandals don't come from locker rooms, they come from screens. And players must navigate a digital world where one mistake can define them. The common thread: redemption is always possible. Across all these stories, one truth stands out. The NBA may punish, fans may turn, the media may criticize, but redemption is always possible. Players who face scandals aren't defined by the moment itself, but by how they respond to it. Some fall, some recover, and some rise higher than ever, proving that a career on the brink can lead to a legacy that inspires millions. Suspensions for rule violations. League-mandated suspensions, whether for technical violations, conduct, or breaking league policies, can significantly impact careers. Absences from critical games affect statistics, team success, and reputation. Public criticism of the league. Players who openly criticize the NBA, referees, or policies risk fines, backlash, or strained relationships. While sometimes justified, outspoken criticism can create scandal and affect career longevity. Media-driven controversy. Sensationalist reporting can exaggerate incidents, misrepresent actions, or highlight personal flaws. Media-driven scandals often pressure players to respond publicly, sometimes worsening the situation. Health and injury disputes. Disagreements over medical treatment, recovery, or workload can escalate into scandals. Players challenging team medical decisions or publicly criticizing doctors may face internal consequences and media scrutiny. Miscommunication or misquotes. A single misquoted statement can spark a scandal. Words taken out of context can damage relationships with fans, teammates, or management, requiring careful navigation to avoid long-term consequences. Comeback controversies. Players returning from suspension, injury, or retirement can face scrutiny. Decisions about playing time, contracts, or perceived favoritism can create controversies that threaten public trust in their professionalism. Redemption stories after scandal. Some players manage to rebuild their careers after scandal. Through humility, accountability, and performance, they reclaim respect and legacy. These redemption arcs illustrate the thin line between destruction and relationship mismanagement. High-profile relationships, conflicts, or breakups can lead to scandal when private matters are made public. These personal issues can create distractions, media frenzy, and pressure that affect performance. Tax and financial disputes. Mismanagement of finances, unpaid taxes, or disputes with agents can lead to investigations and public scrutiny. Financial scandals can tarnish the image of a disciplined superstar and impact career stability. Team conflicts. Scandals can arise from friction within the team, disputes over roles, leadership, or playing time. Public airing of grievances can alienate teammates, coaches, and front office, making the environment toxic and threatening careers. De-resilience. Scandals don't just destroy careers, they reveal character. Some players crumble under pressure. Others face their mistakes, grow, and rebuild. The NBA, like life, is full of redemption arcs, but also warnings. Fame amplifies everything: the success, the mistakes, and the consequences. These scandals remind us that behind every jersey number is a human being, flawed, vulnerable, and capable of both failure and redemption. In the end, the greatest comeback isn't just winning games, it's learning from the moments that nearly ended you